Hey there, how's it going? Welcome to Looplearnings. This is the next video in the series. We are making POS management system. And in this video, we will continue with the user interface. And this is what we have done in the last video until the last video. So if you haven't watched, I would strongly suggest that you do. Um, if you end up liking whatever you have seen or you will be seeing, please do smash the like button. And I really hope that you will get to learn a thing or two from this video as well. Basically, in this video we will create a background form because we do not have any mechanism to create a new order, so that's what we are going to focus on in this video. Basically, we will create a background form. We will have a button there to create a new order, so we can create multiple orders and we can then display those orders onto the main dashboard as well. So this is what we are going to do. So if you're interested, please do stick around, watch till the end, so you get to learn thing or two from these videos. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. In any case, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you do hit the bell icon so you get notification whenever I upload a new video. All right, so let's get started. Before I get into the main form, let me get rid of these borders for each pictures. I think then it will be more cleaner. So let's go to design view, and here we are, and format and shape outline, and it would be transparent. And this also shape outline, will keep it transparent, and we'll scroll towards right, and we will have the shape outline transparent as well. Okay, so how does it look? Let's see if it makes it a little better. Absolutely it does, right? You can see that now it is a bit more cleaner. That's what it is. Now how about this border? Can we also get rid of it, because we do have a border right here for the main subform? Okay, so let's try it out. Also, I want to reduce the gap between these two product categories, because I believe it's too much gap. All right, so let's fetch it and let's bring it right here. Okay, so I think that should be good. Now I was talking about the border for this subform, so let's make it transparent as well. And if I scroll down, all right, okay, so now we can go back to form view, and there you go. It makes a little bit more cleaner right here. You can see, right? So there are no multiple uh, uh, the outlines. Okay, so this is more cleaner. I like that. Now let's go ahead and build the main form. So let's close this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy a form. So for example, use, no, not this one. Which one? I think products. No, not this one. Product categories. Yeah, categories is always having a less number of fields to delete, less code to delete. So that's why. So I'm going to copy and paste this form, and we'll call it main. All right, because this is going to be our main form. And where's main form? Here we go. And design view. Let's get rid of these two fields. This also, we will go to dot dot dot, and we will get rid of all the code right here. Okay, perfect. Now, can we get rid of these buttons? Sure, we can. Now we'll make this form bigger so we can have our objects, controls, and whatnot. Okay, so what should be the size? I think this should be okay. We'll go to the form view. Right now it is pop-up is on, so that's why you see, and also the form is not getting maximized. So let's do that, because what I want eventually, I want this form to be covering the entire screen, because this is going to be a main form. So to do that, we will have to do a couple of things. So number one, we will go here and we will say modal pop-up, that is activated or converted to yes, and that is what I needed. We'll go to the event tab. We'll go to the onload event dot 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 code builder, and here we are. Now right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this me dot. Now, this is the main form, so we'll have a dashboard as well. So the idea is that we have a main form that is always in the background. On top of that, we have a dashboard. Dashboard will have actually the buttons. Okay, so we'll do that. So not me dot, do cmd dot maximize. All right, and let's go ahead and go to the form view, and now you can see it is covering the entire screen. Well done. Now let's go ahead and change the caption. So we'll say, welcome to Loop POS systems, right? Something like that. Okay, so now we have got it. Now we will have another form, which is kind of a dashboard, which will be populated right here on top of it. And that form will have the buttons populated. So kind of navigation. All right, so let's save it and let's close it. And we will go to the main again. We will copy the same form, we'll paste it, and we'll say dashboard. Okay, dashboard. There you go. Now, we don't want dashboard to cover the entire screen. So we'll basically go to design view and we'll get rid of this 2cmd dot maximize code. All right, awesome. And now we can have it as a pop-up form, but not really covering the entire screen, as I mentioned. All right, perfect. Now we can increase the width or height. We will see that later on. But I think we will change the height a little bit. We will make it a little bit, um, we'll increase the height basically. And so we can cover multiple objects on the screen. We will increase the width a little bit as well to 25. Yeah, I think that this should be fine. And here we can say, um, what can we say? Well, the welcome to Loop POS systems dashboard. Okay, here we go. Okay, now what we need right now is we need to build a functionality for login. And if we the idea is that user will log in and user will choose their provide their email address or ID, some sort of ID, unique ID, and then the password. And that of course will be coming from the users table. You can see that here. That's why I put username and password. So we can have that as a user credential to determine who has actually logged in. So then we can build that security or the authorization in the system itself. But that will be a later part. Of course, it is going to be a fantastic feature to build in this system. But first, we are focused on putting together the main interface and then having a button which will help us to create a new order. That's what we are focused on. So I have the dashboard form, I have the main form. So what I want basically is whenever a main form opens, dashboard form automatically pops up. This is what I want as of now, but this is not going to be a permanent solution, okay, or permanent feature. The dashboard form will only open if the user has logged on, but as I said, that will happen later. So let's go ahead and build that function. So whenever the main form opens, we want this dashboard form to be populated on top of this main form. All right. So that was long description of me telling what actually I wanted to rather than showing you. So now I will show you what I was talking about. All right. So we'll say do cmd. It's very simple. Do cmd dot open form, and we'll give a name of the form, and the form will be dashboard. Um, yeah, that's about it. Okay. So now watch what happens if we'll open the form view and we get this form automatically right on the top of the main form, and you can't click away as well. All right, so that's what I was looking for. Now some you might have your own taste, you might not like this way of working, you might have the buttons right here. And again, this is up to you. This is you want to build that feature, sure, absolutely do that. But I like this way of working. So as of now we'll keep the same, but later we might modify it also, who knows. Now let's get rid of this close button as well. Well, I will not do that right now. I will do it when we will have a proper login logout system built in. And I think we can increase the width a little bit, right? So we can have a little bit wider form. All right, so I think we can do that. And then I can start building the navigation on top of it. So let's say we make it a little wider. And now what I want is basically a navigation on to the left side. So the best thing we can do is we can go and grab a rectangle. All right, so where it is, here we go. And then we can drag and drop right here. Okay, there you go. So we have dragged and dropped. There we go. Now we go to the format and we actually choose a color. We have a bluish theme going on, so we'll keep the same. Now watch what happens if we'll go to the form view. Now here we go. This is our kind of main form, right? But the thing is, if this form is maximized for some reason, this will not maximize along with the form. So let's go ahead and change that. And also I want to keep the same color. So whatever the color is there, we'll keep the same color for navigation as well. Okay, there you go. So we have the similar color. Now what next? And also I want this to be horizontal anchor towards left, of course, vertical. I want it to be both. So if the form stretches, this stretches along with the form as well. Now let's have a button. Obviously we'll have whole lot of buttons right here, but that coming up later. In this video, I'm just focused on one button, and that is to create the new order. So let's go ahead and get a button control right here, and I'm going to get rid of it. And of course I will do the formatting, and we have to do it a lot of formatting. All right, let me increase the height and width, and we will give a name, and the name will be btn create order. There you go. And let's change the style, and style we can keep this. All right, okay. And I don't like the borders. Let's get it. We can keep the borders, but we can make them maybe the same color, right? I think this looks nicer. And we'll say create order, something like that. Perfect. Now, if we'll go to the form view, we can see a nice navigation, right? So there's a gap, we'll see that. And there's a button which we can have a click, and then a POS form should open. Now, what is the width of POS form? Let's see that. So I want to have the similar width of the dashboard so they look nicer. Well, it is 31 and a half. That's the width. So let's make it similar so it looks nicer. That's the whole idea. There you go. And also we can have more stuff onto the dashboard. Okay, there you go. Okay, great. So next, what we are going to do is we are going to have a VBA code one liner to open the form and open it in the new form. Okay, this is going to be a little bit of, I think this is going to be a challenge, but let's see. All right. Okay, so here we go. There's a line, dot, 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 code builder, and here we are in the VBA editor. Let's write the code. So it will be do cmd dot open form. Okay, and the form name would be POS, comma, and we're going to open it in a normal view, comma, no filter, no where condition. There we go. We want to open it in the add mode. Okay, so that's one line. Let's see how it will turn out. So let me see if this is auto center or not. Auto center, yes, that is correct. Okay, let's open the main form. So we have this. Okay, and now we'll click on create order, and it is opening, but it is not opening in the new order mode. It is opening with the same order which was actually there in the database earlier created. So that's the problem, right? So it is not opening with this order. So let's go ahead and figure it out. What can we do? Okay, let's uh, let's go to design view of this form, because we will need it, because I'm going to copy a bunch of code. Well, one line of code definitely. So we'll go to design view, and I'll tell you why it is not opening. Now you see, if I'll go to the VBA code, I'm actually asking open POS form, but it should be open in as if I'm trying to add a record. But if you look at the POS form itself, it is not linked to any record at all. So basically what we need to do is we need to refer to this form. Once the form is open, we need to then refer to this form, and then we need to say, hey, open this form as if I'm trying to create a new record. So this I'm going to get rid of because it's not making any sense, definitely. And now I'm going to refer to the subform, which is this one. Now, if you notice, we do have a code already. So rather than me typing all over again, I'll just go ahead and copy this forms pos sales f dot form until here. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here, dot, 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 Okay, and dot data entry equal true. Okay, I think. All right. And now, once that is done, what is the next step? Once we have opened this as a new, then this subform should also be requeried. So let's go ahead and copy the code for this as well. So this, we will simply copy this, and we will go back here. We'll go back to VBA and we will paste right here. Okay, so let's try it out. Let's see if it works. So I'm going to close all the forms. I'm going to reopen the main form, and let's click on create order. There you go. Now you can see the order is opening as if it is a new order. So let's go ahead and choose the customer. Let's say, I don't know which customer we have chosen before. Let's say Peter Line, and there you go. Microsoft Access can't find the field total amount referred in the expression. Now it is trying to check the total amount, but why it is trying to check? Because see, this is the thing. I forgot to delete because I've deleted total amount field. If you remember in one or two videos back, I deleted this field. So, but it is checking it again. But anyway, who is creating now? Again, as I said, once we have this user login mechanism developed, then we don't need to select manually. But for now, we'll keep it as Peter Parker. Now the status is blank. It should be actually new because remember that error came, and that's why it did not select this information by default, but it should be new actually. All right, so order 2 is created, and now can we add some record? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's say we will have basmati rice. We'll have I need to increase the number of items. Definitely I'm going to do that offline. Let's add this. Oh, why it's not adding? Because there is no quantity. It's not yet even procured. Yes, it's listed there, but there's no quantity available. So that's why. So let's keep it simple. We'll have a basmati rice. Now let's go ahead and do the invoicing because the customer only wants that. We're not going to give any discount, and we're going to say $70 is what we are going to collect. And now it is collected. Then someone in the finance looked at whether we have supposed to collect $17. We have collected $17. Awesome, happy days. Let's close the invoice. There you go. Now we have completed the entire circle. If we'll go here, we'll see a blank form again. Awesome. Now, obviously, this is just we are getting into putting things together and bringing everything together so we have a proper system. Until now, a lot of people, I think, because my YouTube studio tells me a lot of people have actually stopped watching these videos. They are thinking this guy is just randomly posting some videos. They are not random. They are all in the sequence, and this is how I make this kind of small systems. I'm not expert at all, but this is my way of working. So I hope that it resonates with some of the people, and I hope that some of the people find it useful to learn from these videos. And I do get some messages randomly that they are learning, which makes me happy and keeps me motivated to make this video. So if you're still watching, thank you very much, my friend. You are a legend. You are on the right path of learning. Now go ahead and open your laptop. If you're watching on mobile phone, open your laptop and practice what I have shown you so you can also create such systems. Thank you very much. If you want to support me and my channel, please do join my channel as a member. I really appreciate that. As I said, I will give you this entire application free to the members at the end of this video series. So thank you, and I will see you in the next one.